Today we're looking at a $1.5 billion whale wallet. We're going to be looking at the coins that this whale has. We're going to be trying to learn, okay, what is this person into? And maybe if it's something that we should get into as well. $1.5 billion is an insane amount of money, especially just to have in crypto. And I tend to think that, hey, they probably have more outside of crypto as well. This is not like some kind of hot wallet. They're in multiple different blockchains. It is quite crazy. And so let's just get right into it. My name's Aaron. If you want to roll with me and a whole bunch of other cowboys, we just have lizard brains, gorilla arms, and diamond hands. Hit the subscribe button down below and definitely check out the Saloon. That's their Telegram. And so look at this. Fun fact, I found this wallet at 1.6 billion. That means they lost $100 million. $100 million since the time I saw them, and that was before the market flash crashed. So I don't even know what it's like to have, 1 million, let alone 1.5 billion, let alone lose 100 million. It's incredible. It's incredible. It's an incredible amount of money to play with in crypto. It's insane. So let's get right into this. Looks like these are what they're holding, and they're holding a whole bunch of things, right? Like maybe if we could kind of scan down to somewhere like in the middle of a maker, they're holding like 1.5 million into this, whatever is Boson 1 inch. We don't have time to go through all of this stuff, but of course the address will be on cowboysofcrypto.com. Just make a free account and log in there. Of all the $1 billion whale wallets that we go over in the channel, they're all right there. But I mean, let's just get right into it. Ethereum, if you're not holding ETH, they're holding $500 million in ETH, $542 million in ETH. And so, I mean, yeah, I've seen a lot of whales and financial institutions and hedge funds and asset managers all pour into ETH right now. Even though you and I might think ETH is terrible, it's a terrible product, it has the biggest user base, and that's what I think hedge funds are getting into. Even though they have massive amounts of fees and all the gas fees and stuff like that, it doesn't matter to them. It's still growing. Their second biggest holding, which is very, very surprising, is CRO. This is short for crypto.com, okay? And this is the world's fastest growing crypto app. It's an exchange, and I use it personally. My referral link is in the description if you use it. I found it very helpful, especially when I use the card. And I bought my fans in my house just based on this card, and they have almost $250 million in CRO. It's been making big moves since the flash crash. The next one they have is Shiba Inu, which is another very, very surprising one. You know what I mean? Like I could get Ethereum, but holding crypto.com, so it's such a big stake in crypto.com and Shiba Inu is kind of like, is really silly. This makes me think that they got into the Shiba Inu very, very early. And so it is where it is right now. I heard the Shiba swap had not a good reaction when it came out, but this person is believing in Shiba Inu at $200 million. It's crazy. They're holding USDC, which is awesome. It's one of the most trusted stable coins out there. With it's backed, it's verified, it's all that kind of stuff. 100 million there, and I'm just guessing at 100 million, what's that, like 7.88% of their total holdings in crypto. They're ready to buy the dip. Again, whenever a dip happens, they're ready to buy here. But of course, they're in top 3 in ETH, crypto.com, or Crow, and SHIB. Now they hold also Matic or Polygon. I love Matic. There was a point in time where most of my portfolio was in this until it reached like a 230. Then I started selling it off. And this is a layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum. And so a lot of use case, if people don't like Ethereum, they could go to Polygon and then operate their decentralized applications there. Hot, I've come across this a couple times. I keep forgetting what it is because I don't make a video on it. HAL is a distributed cloud hosting marketplace for peer-to-peer applications, basically meaning you could use your computer so that people can use it and store stuff on it, decentralized, decrypted, so it's not actually on it. And it uses a bunch of people to, basically it's like a big Dropbox, a decentralized Dropbox. Engine Coin is the most popular as far as I understand NFTs, particularly with gaming. And so, I mean, it could be anything. You could be OpenSea, you could just be cards or whatever. But yeah, it's one of the biggest trusted. I mean, it's massive. It's a massive project, and looks like this person is really into NFTs here. Seller is a new one for me. This one is layer 2 scaling solution for Ethereum and Polygon as well. Or sorry, not Polygon. I'm sorry, Dot for Polkadot. And basically, what a layer. Sorry, if you don't know what a layer 2 scaling solution is, like you have your layer 1, like say you have your layer 1, which is Ethereum. And then it's got all its problems. So what happens is like there's a trilemma, 3 problems that a layer 1 scaling solution like Ethereum has. One, it's scalability. How many people can they onboard and like use transactions to? Is the decentralization, and 3 is security. And so what happens is you have to really just give up one to focus on the other 2. But a layer 2 scaling solution, so layer 1 is Ethereum, layer 2 is something like Seller or Polygon, which comes upon on top of that, and it takes care of that 3rd problem for you. So that's basically what it is. That's like a quick rundown of a layer 2 scaling solution. And Seller is exactly that for Dot and for Polkadot and Ethereum. Now if we go back here, we look at TGBP. I don't know what that is. Okay, I have no idea what that is. Looks like that is like this trust token. I'm guessing. I don't fully know. This is like a brand new one for me, TGDP. And then let's see here. If we go into like CoinGecko, because this is what I love. Love this trust. Yeah, it's trust token. I mean, like it's weird. The money for a new global finance system. It's basically borrowing and lending, and they are paired up with this stablecoin. They made TUSD. This is not the scope of the video to get into this, but this is, they're into some DeFi and lending. I believe that the future financial systems of the world will be built on blockchain, and DeFi is part of that, like this lending. Chiliz is interesting. So Chiliz is cool because if you have like a sports team or someone that something sports that related that you follow, like myself, I follow a lot of UFC. I follow some teams there. And so if you're following these guys, some of you guys like football or basketball or soccer, football, soccer, you could have a couple things. You could buy NFTs related to those sports teams. You could have different governance options. Like if you own part of the team, you could own part of it through Chiliz if they sign up for that, which is kind of crazy. But if you're an avid fan of a sports team, that's always an available option for you. Now, moving on down here, we don't need to see Link. I'm not sure what Fed is. Man is Decentraland. Sand is Sandbox, which is really, really cool stuff. So that is like an Ethereum. Now, if I go to, these are the different networks they're on, right? Ethereum, Polygon, and BSC. And so if we go on Polygon, we see that they're holding $3 million into Polygon. And most of it's USDC, and then others is Matic, which is good. I mean, I love Matic. But here's what's interesting. If we go on the BSC, now admittedly, on BSC, I'd be holding like some random coins. You know what I mean? I'd be holding some silly coins. But here's what they're holding. $2 million in BUSD, so they're ready to buy some kind of dick. XVS, I don't know what that is, but this is what XVS, it's Venus, money markets, decentralized marketplace for lenders and borrowers. So this person, this whale, loves this DeFi and lending and borrowing, and paired up with stablecoins, which is fascinating because, right now we currently have to go to a bank and beg and plead our case and prove we have money just to borrow some money, and lend out money and make some interest on it. And we don't even make a lot of interest. The bank makes the majority of the interest. So I love that DeFi is cutting out the banks. There'll be a day that comes by and then we won't even need a bank. The next generation won't be using banks. They'll be all on DeFi, and I can't wait for that day. I want that day to come quickly. And then of course there's Cake, which is PancakeSwap's utility, and then there's EPS, and this will be the last coin that we go over. EPS is Ellipses Finance, and basically what this is, it's a it's a fork off of Curve Finance, okay? And Curve Finance is an AMM, it's an automated market maker, and it's basically where you swap in coins with the AMM, with in this case Ellipses, and then you have DeFi options and all there too. Be sure to check out Ellipses Finance if you have more questions on this. Well, anyway, that's it for right now, guys. I just want to take this time to show you this $1.5 billion wallet. Look, here's the thing. You and I if we're playing too much into these like silly coins that don't have any use case, I don't, other than Shiba Swap, right? Other than Shiba Inu, which, I mean, that's just a weird one. You know what I mean? So I can't even say. This person obviously knows more than me. They have a 1.5 billion. They know more than me. I just don't see any use for holding SHIB right now. It's kind of sketch, and I don't know if this guy's into it or not. Maybe he lost. Maybe he was at 2 billion. I have no idea. But Crow, I mean, this guy's just interesting. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I don't agree with this, but it's hard for me to disagree with a billionaire, right? So, and I'm just being honest here. So let me know what you think about this person's holding in Crow and SHIB. And you know, any of these other ones, let me know which ones you're familiar with or you like. And then if you want the wallet address to type into zapper.fi, it's the app that I use, go ahead and head to cowboysofcrypto.com, sign up for your free membership there, be an official cowboy, and you can check this out. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Cowboys Ride Together. You just gotta have a lizard brain, gorilla arms, diamond hands. Cowboys Ride Together. We'll see you there.